Shredded!
All right, Kelly to Shanley.
Zeke to Thomas.
Are you ready to shred the mic?
I am ready to shred the mic.
That's right, guys. Welcome to the Shred the Mic podcast with Zeke and Kelly. It's the podcast where these two comedians are trying out 5 minutes of brand new material each and every single week. It's all based off of notes we took in our phones and hopefully have crafted and rehearsed and made perfect over the last 7 days, right?
It's definitely not perfect.
Come on, it's got to be perfect.
Let's not set the bar too high.
It's not like we wrote all of our material
yesterday,
40 minutes before we decided to record the podcast. When it's fresh, right?
It's fresh.
It is super fresh.
Yes.
Super fresh material for us and for you guys. And we each get 5 minutes, a little bit of feedback, and it's really dependent upon you guys in the comment section to give us that feedback so that we can figure out whether these bits are worth taking to a mic, to a booked show, and then hopefully to a special? Question mark?
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
All right, Kel. Feeling kind of shreddy right now.
Are you ready to shred? I think you're going first today, right?
Yeah, I am going first today.
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident about what I'm bringing to the table.
Nice.
I may have brought too much material, so we'll see. I might have a premise that I might want to save for next week, which kind of officially breaks the rules. But let's see. We'll see how long form I get.
Okay. Well, I will tell you when you have 1 minute left. How about that?
That's very helpful. You're going to give me the light?
Yeah. If I give you the light, I mean, I'll just do this.
You'll just be like, hey, fool.
One.
You have 1 minute.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, light.
Excellent. Wow.
I'll give you the nod.
I mean, I could actually give you a light if you want, but I feel like that's unnecessary in these close quarters.
Pretty ridiculous.
Alrighty. Well, I can't wait to hear your new premises. Are you ready to shred the mic?
I am ready to shred a mic.
All right, I'm going to start this timer for you. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Zeke Thomas.
Shred the mic!
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Kelly to Shanley. Thank you, everybody who's watching at home. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. More importantly, though, I wanted to talk this week about how as the summer has been rolling around, I felt the need to refresh my wardrobe, specifically my shorts. You know, for years, I've just been suffering under the tyranny of long shorts, which is just no way to live if you're a gym rat like me and someone who is I just spend so much time working to show off these games, these walking sticks, right?
Yeah, I get it.
These long Bavarian creamers. No, I don't know what they're called. Anyways. Under this tyranny, I just felt it's finally time to liberate these meat rockets. I have to liberate this bakery that I'm building in the back here, right? It's time. And I think the era of short shorts has finally come back, right? The peak era was the 1980s, early 80s, and now it's back. The only problem is, you know, we have to go through Amazon through so many of our purchases. And I'm starting to think that the AI of Amazon thinks I'm gay.
What?
Or at least bi-curious, right? Because you have companies like Thigh Huggers, you have Chubbies, you have Silkies, and they're just like, okay, cool. You like shorter shorts? No problem. You know, how do you feel about some like cut off square Speedos? And I'm like, all right, that's fine.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
I approve.
They're like, how about some regular Speedos? And I'm like, okay, sure, fine. They're like, how about some dental floss thongs? And I'm like, bro, that's too far. That's too far. I appreciate you. I know I could pull it off, but we're not there yet.
Too far.
Yeah, they're like, okay, well, cool. How about tank tops? You like tank tops, right? And I'm like, oh, yeah, absolutely. So I keep clicking through, and they're like, how about crop tanks? And I'm like, okay, like, give me a couple weeks. I'll have the abs coming through. And they're just like, how about a leather harness? And I'm like,
whoa,
dude.
That escalated quickly.
Amazon. You just like bring me along. And then they try to like, they just take these like moonshots where they're like, are you gay? Nothing wrong with it. But we just want to serve our audience.
Yeah.
Right? And so who knows? Maybe the Amazon AI knows me better than myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. So in this week's dystopian, speaking of asses, right? I had this thought about dystopian food thoughts, and specifically the newest food trend, and it's going to be called garage to table. Right? As our food chain gets more dystopian and we're squeezed even harder for trying to find new and creative sources of protein, I think we should follow the lead of our cat, and we should be open to new and creative ways of finding protein. And for me, it's mouse protein. Yeah. Yeah. Because if there's one thing I know about from our cat, it's that mouse protein will give you a thick ass. And that's really what we all want, right? We all just want thick asses. That's what we've been doing. That's why we're in the gym. That's why we eat the way we do. We all just want giant thick asses, right? And I'm thinking that if we get the right influencers to back this idea, we might be able to get it off the ground. You know, like let's say, like, I don't even know who, like, if we get like Ashley Knows Sarah or like Vanessa Secco and like, I don't know, all the other ass influencers out there, if they endorse mouse protein, dude, we could clean up.
Yeah, the ass-fluencers.
The ass-fluencers. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Thank you, like that. Anyways, I just want to advocate that, you know, you can't get much more organic than mouse protein is what I'm saying.
It's true.
So anyways, with that, I will leave you with, I don't have time for my last premise on avocados, but I will say this, that as far as jokes I'm not going to do, has anyone noticed that avocados are now so expensive that they're now starting to cut your guacamole with things other than avocados?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Premise for next week, because unfortunately I have like 3 minutes on this premise and it involves Tony Montana and Scarface.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying. I will give the rest of my time back to the chair. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Give it up for Zeke Thomas. You.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shredded.
Yeah, yogurt does not belong in guacamole. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Or cheese. No. Anyway, those are just personal feelings of mine. I love that Amazon thinks you're gay premise. That's hilarious because I've had very weird things suggested to me on Amazon before too, and been like, what does this say about me as a person? I can't remember what they are right now, but I feel like there was like some sort of French-made costume cleaning tool combination, and I was like, whoa, what does Amazon think I'm getting into? Like, I don't know.
I like where Amazon's head's at.
I don't know, but apparently I'll have to go circle back in my history. No, that's funny. I think that's super relatable. We've all had Amazon send us weird recommendations where you're just like, what? Excuse me? Like, what?
We've noticed you like this. Would you like to go further down the rabbit hole?
But I also appreciate them like taking a chance. You know, they're like, okay, shorts, shorter shorts, tighter shorts, Speedo. Like we're just trying it out, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
They're like, that's too far. Okay. They just have to know.
Right. What
to feed you.
Exactly. Know? They're just like, we're just trying to give you what you want. And for me, I'm sort of like, oh, okay, I'm open to it. Like, why not? And then they're just like, every now and then they just take a moonshot and they're just like, hey, you want a butt plug? And I'm like, no.
Too far.
Maybe. I don't know. Like,
I don't know. Let me ask my girlfriend. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like they're constantly updating like people's like sexuality, like the Kinsey scale. They're just like, where are they now? Like, let's see. She owns a Subaru, likes softball and kickball. Who knows?
We're all fluid. You know?
Exactly.
We're all fluid.
Yeah.
Also, I love garage to table. That's hilarious. I would love to hear. Okay, I feel like you almost have two separate things. Like mouse protein is hilarious, and the ass-fluencer concept. Love that. I want to hear more about garage to table and like, you know, because farm to table is so, it's great, but like a little pretentious sometimes the way it's presented. I would love to hear the pretentious version or the exact opposite of garage to table.
Yeah.
Like where did you source it from? Whose garage? What else is in this garage aside from mice? What else? What are the mice fed? How are they prepared? Like I think garage to table is a pretty funny idea there that there's a lot to mine there, you know?
Yeah,
I like that.
no, that's definitely good. As I was writing it out, I was just like, ooh, these are kind of like divergent thoughts, kind of like what you were saying. And like I was just like, well, I could go the like, ethically sourced, like, fair trade.
Or like absolutely not ethically sourced because you fished it out of a mousetrap. Like either way, I think you're gonna have so much fun with garage to table.
Yeah.
Yes. And then mouse protein in like a dystopian future where we don't have like, livestock anymore because climate change or whatever. And all we have are like squirrels and mice. But we're still making protein powder. That's pretty funny too.
That's pretty interesting. We'll see. Yeah. I think the more we get into our Tahoe mountain life, I think I'll feel more comfortable about doing material that's a little bit more of the area.
Of that genre?
Yeah, just because I feel like I'll actually be living that life. I mean, trust me, the last couple weeks, I definitely got a little bit. I learned about mouse season.
A dose of mountain living. Yeah.
Exactly. And so right now I still feel like I'm still in my beach mindset and it's all coming at me, in real time. And so like the more we're up there, I think I'll embrace this avatar of just being like, you guys don't even know. You don't even know what it's like living in the mountains. But right now it feels just slightly disingenuous. Or maybe that's the angle. It's
maybe
sort
that's
of like,
perfect. You're the new person. You're the audience's
the audience proxy. Yeah.
They're like,
hey, did you know about mouse season?
what's it like up there? Wood day, like all the things.
Yeah.
And then I can be the person who's been like, yep,
those are all real things.
Yeah.
All right, Kelly Shanley, do you are you feel good? You getting ready to shred a mic here in just a second?
I think I'm ready to shred a mic. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Get ready to shred the mic in 3, 2, 1.
Shred the mic!
All right. Thank you so much. Give it up for your other host, Zeke Thomas. Thank you. Okay, so the dumpster fire, formerly known as the Supreme Court, decided to overturn Roe v. Wade, as we all know. And as a lifelong flaming progressive and feminist, I was pissed and I cried. You were there. You remember it.
I was there.
I mean, it was bad news anyway, but also it was day one of my period. And coincidentally, the day that the leaked opinion came out a couple months ago, also the first day of my period. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure how I feel about me and the dumpster fire being synced up, but I feel like I should try to use it to our advantage, I mean, surface level, it's just one more reason for me to dread my period, right? What will they think of next? Like, is the beginning of my next cycle going to take away access to contraception, or will it be gay marriage that bites the dust at my next menses? I don't know, but I'm sorry in advance. I'll try to stop it. Like, yeah, is there a way to stop my period? And will that stop the destructive choices of the dumpster fire, formerly known as the Supreme Court? I don't know. Or is that as insane as believing that a clump of cells has more rights than a living, breathing human woman? I don't know. Yeah, in case you guys couldn't tell, pretty fired up about this. I come from a long line of liberals, like even all my grandparents, which I feel like is rare. At least, both of my grandpas hated Nixon, but they really hated Reagan. Oh my God. Yes.
There we go.
We have a picture of them because the Reagan Library is nearby in Moore Park. And we went once when I was a kid, and we have a picture of my Grandpa Ken and my Grandpa Fred underneath like the formal portrait of Reagan, just arms crossed. They look like two 80-year-old toddlers just throwing a tantrum in the hallway. Like they're so unhappy, and it's so precious. Also, both World War II veterans, for the record. Okay, so veterans and conservatives are not one and the same, just for the record. Anyway, the point of this is I've never really been around that many conservative people all at once. And I haven't really had to deal with conflicting opinions. And in a week, we're going to Florida for a family reunion style event with Zeke's extended family, who are Mormon. Yeah, all of them. All of them are Mormon. And so not only am I meeting them for the first time, but like I am sort of dreading the potential confrontation, but also looking forward to the material that I will mine from this. So more on that later. But okay, hard left. So sometimes when Zeke and I are walking down the street, we're gross and we hold hands most of the time. And if there's like a sketchy person nearby, he'll squeeze my hand to like alert me, right? You do that. And usually I've already seen this because I'm a woman and we're always on high alert. But sometimes I haven't noticed it yet. And I'm always like, oh my God, I really let my guard down. And I realized, I'm like, hey, it's because I'm with you. So men, if you're women, like if you're walking with your woman and it seems like she's not paying attention or not being caught, like, don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. She's just taking a break because she feels safe with you. Like the level of alertness you feel when you're walking with your woman, especially at night, that's how we feel 100% of the time. So if she relaxes a little bit while she's walking down the street with you, it's okay. You don't need to worry about her the rest of the time. Just know that she feels safe with you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to parlay that into one more thing. 1 minute. Thank you. Like, you know how men are always saying like, oh, I could never go to prison. I would get raped. And they're like terrified of going to prison because they'll get raped. That's how women feel about going outside. Just so we're clear. Like, or, oh, I can't go to a gay bar. I'll get hit on. That's how women feel 100% of the time. So just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know if that's very funny, but it will be. Maybe it will be. Anyway. Oh, also, have you ever been asked to witness a will signing on your birthday? Because I just did. I just did on my last birthday. I feel like a real grown-up adult now. I'm going to expand on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm out of time. So, thank you so much. I'm Kelly Shanley.
Kelly Shanley, everybody. Give it up one more time.
Yay, angry feminist rants. Thank you.
Shredded.
Yeah, well, let's work backwards. Yeah, so that was kind of sprung on us.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
And it wasn't like anything nefarious or anything like that, but it was just sort of like,
I didn't really know.
Okay.
I was like, should I be flattered? Should I be treating this with like deference
and reverence of like, you are witnesses.
Yeah.
tonight.
Like, is this the highest compliment we could possibly receive? Like, I had an edible and one cocktail. So I was like, is it okay that I'm high right now? Like, can I witness this high? And he's like, Jordan's like, well, I'm also high. So yeah, it's fine.
That's probably why he had the idea.
Yeah.
He was high. He was just like, oh, fuck. I got to do this before these guys leave. Hey, I know we're here having this birthday barbecue and all, but we witness my
Would you
will.
guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
It
That
was
was good. No, it was a very
pretty
high
funny.
compliment. Not everybody gets the opportunity to witness the signing of a will.
It's true.
Yeah. What was
But am I in it? No.
Can I actually like look through it? What was next?
Walking down, getting raped in prison or walking down the street holding hands with you.
Yeah.
High alert, low alert, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, there's comedy in there eventually, you know. It's
It's in rant form right now or like realization form.
yeah.
But yeah, overall.
Yeah, no, but like that's to me, I feel like, and especially being close to your process, I understand that that's how you start, and then you start like finding the comedy through it. Like it's almost like I have a point of view and I have something to say, and then the jokes start.
Yeah.
You find the humor in it.
What's funny about this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I actually really like about your process is like you're just like, I have a point of view, I have something I want to say. How do I build jokes around it? As opposed to a lot of folks, and probably even myself right now, is like I find a premise and then I form a point of view around it.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah. So it's sort of like, yeah, no, my hand squeezing trick, like listen, I think everybody should be doing it, by the way.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
dudes, like you know, it's just one of those things where it's sort of like, especially if you live in a city where you have to be on high alert, you know, and it's like you never know. I also have a touch of hypervigilance, so like I am keenly aware of my surroundings at all times. And, you know,
That's why I feel so safe.
yeah, exactly. And like not everybody does. But so like if I see a potential threat, whether it's real or imagined, you know, and we're being gross and holding hands. It's just like, just get the quick squeeze to be situationally aware. It's sort of like, hey, I love the fact that you can take a break. Like, that's great. I love that for you. But every now and then I need you to come back to reality. Like, just be like, hey, just so you know, like, we may have to address this in some capacity.
Well, and I realized, like, I have to squeeze back so that he knows that I saw the threat, the potential threat.
Yeah.
Because I think as a woman, I don't know about you guys, I don't know about men, but when you see that stuff, I try not to react to it, because sometimes if you react or like blatantly move farther away or cross the street, then they will harass you or call you out. So I like to pretend I'm completely unfazed by it while also paying very close attention to it.
100%.
But then I was like, oh, he needs to know that I see it too. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like when you're on a walkie and you're like, copy that. Like,
got it.
Just something to let your partner know, like, you know, what's going on.
Yes.
Let's see. What was...
and then meeting your family.
Yeah, meeting my family is going to be great. I am so excited for you to get some Mormon redneck stuff. Oh, it's going to be so good. So it's like, for those of you that are not familiar with Florida, there's like the Panhandle, which is where we're going, aka LA, Lower Alabama. That's where we're going. We're going to Lower Alabama. We're going to LA, baby.
Deep end.
Yeah.
I've never been to Florida, so this is gonna be a lot. I'm gonna have to bring a lot of edibles.
Yeah. No, you totally should. Don't let the word of wisdom, you know, fool you. We're gonna have all the coffee, and you're gonna have all your edibles. You'll be great.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be so good. Yeah. Again, you know, by and large, very kind folk that just have very different political views. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the last picture I saw on my phone was that I had texted my cousin was of me standing next to my uncle's his Escalade with a Trump sticker on the back, and me being like, just giving it the finger. And she's just like, yeah, what you gonna do, man? Like,
well, I won't bring it up. I will not bring this stuff up. If they do, we'll see how it goes, you know?
Listen, you know, like, it's like, how do you, they might have opinions that differ from ours, but they're not going to be like, oh, in your face. They're not like that version of MAGA hat wearing QAnoners.
Yeah. No, that's good. I know. And you've told me they're all very kind people. Yeah. And I am looking forward to meeting them. I just am also a little nervous. That's all. Yeah. And you know, curious to see how it's going to go.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait you to meet all my very Mormon relatives, the Thomas side of the family.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
What do we have next?
Oh, and how I'm synced up with the dumpster fire and their terrible, terrible choices. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was definitely during our last trip. Yeah. You pointed that out, and I was just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I also had COVID and an injured rib. So basically, I was a dangerous animal on Friday. It was a really bad day.
I was like, I'm glad you can joke about it now and say it. But I was just like, oh my God, what's happening here? We're having a meltdown. We are having a meltdown. Yep. Understandably.
Yeah.
But listen, we're all entitled to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a lot going on.
There was a lot going on.
I think that was all of it.
I think that was it. I think you need to work. You need to talk to your period and have a talk with it and be just like, listen, if we're going to be doing this, let's have one like every 3 months as opposed to like every month, because like the Supreme Court's just a little out of control.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, did we just shred a mic?
I think we did.
I did. Do we have any shows coming up anytime soon?
We do. We have the show formerly known as Kelly's birthday show that got postponed due to COVID is happening on July 14th, Thursday. This fucking guy is now happening on Thursday, July 14th at 7:30 p.m. at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank. If you already bought a ticket for the previous show, you're good. It rolled right over. If you haven't bought a ticket yet, go to flappers.com and you can get your tickets on there. They've got food, they've got drinks. It's a really fun club.
Plenty of free parking too. You can also
Yes.
go to both of our bios in any of our
Yes.
links or link trees, and there's a
Yes.
ticket link that's still up and good.
It's going to be an amazing roster of comics because I put it together. And I'm headlining and doing 20 minutes. So it's going to be really fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Super looking forward to it. Getting back into stand-up after a couple-week break of not thinking about stand-up for a couple weeks. Yeah. Super excited to do it.
Yeah.
Plus, we'll be back fresh from Florida.
Woo! Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Carve out some time that you're going to have some fresh material on
I
Florida.
am.
You're going to be like back for 3 days from Florida and meeting my Mormon relatives. I would be
Up
surprised.
20 minutes of new material.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's going to be great. So, yeah, got that show coming up. And, of course, how can people find you online, Kel, one more time?
One more time. I am on YouTube at Kelly Shanley. That's the best place to find me. Subscribe for short form and long form content. I'm also on TikTok at Kelly A. Shanley, Instagram at Kelly A. Shanley, Medium at Kelly Shanley for some humorous writing. And I do have kellyshanley.com as my website, but I think the social media is probably more fun.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll have links to all of that in the show notes, as well as links to all my stuff. So you can find me on YouTube as well, Zeke Thomas. And of course, Zeke Thomas is rad on, let's see, you got Instagram, TikTok, Facebook is also, I think, Zeke Thomas is rad. I don't know. There's not too many of us Zeke Thomas is there. But if you just look up Zeke Rodrigues Thomas, and that's Rodrigues, like R because of Brazil. It's actually like hey cheese.
It's an R. It's an R.
It's
That's what he's
all
trying to
Rs.
say.
Zeke Rodrigues Thomas. Check it out. All of that good stuff is there. And again, links to shows coming up and all this good stuff. And of course, who can forget the Patreon? Patreon.com/Zeke Thomas is rad. Shout out to our new subscribers. We have a couple Johnny Utahs who have joined the team.
What?
Sophia Monroe, what's up?
Woo!
Welcome to the Johnny Utahs of my Patreon. Thank you so much. And of course, Jonathan Hamrick, also joining us at the Johnny Utah level.
All right.
Hell yeah. You guys are basically associate producers of this show. That's all I'm saying.
Good job.
Right? You can join our community for as little as $5 a month. Gives you access to behind the scenes stuff. You get early access to the shows. You get video content, all this behind the scenes perks and community. And for those of you that are doing this right now, I am running a special where if you sign up now for at least $10 a month, you will get an autographed headshot of mine from 2002.
What if I just give you $10 right now? Can I have one?
Sure. You usually give me more than $10 a month.
It's true.
But yes, you will get an autographed headshot from 2002, probably black and white, maybe early color headshot.
Wow.
I look very dreamy. I look like I'm 24, 25 years old, maybe.
Because you are?
Yes. It's just a different genre. It's a little bit more twinky than whatever's happening right now. So,
okay.
yeah. Stop.
I look pretty much the same in my first headshot. I mean, younger, but like my hair hasn't really changed. It's kind of just long and blonde, and that's what you get.
There you go. So check it out, guys. Patreon.com/Zeke Thomas is rad. Join the community for all those great perks and, of course, early access to all the things.
Whoop.
Kelly, I think that's it. I think we shredded these mics.
I think so.
They are in disrepair.
Wow, they are falling apart.
We need to reach out to our sponsors to get new mics because these have officially been shredded.
Shredded. This is going to get expensive if we need new equipment every week.
It is. It is. Guys, you've been amazing. You guys are legion. We will see you next week for another Shred the Mic podcast.
Ew.
Shred the Mic is written, hosted, and produced by Zeke Rodrigues Thomas and Kelly Shanley. Audio engineering by Zeke Rodrigues Thomas for Mindjam Media. And when in doubt, shred the mic.